Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Misty Meta Mastermind. For those of you that
Whoop,
are
whoop.
new, this is Side Income Dad, and I'm joined by Channel and Migs. You guys go ahead and say what's up.
How's it going,
What's up?
everyone? Chanimal here, day in the life of the Chanimal. So let's get this ball rolling.
Nice. What's up, everyone? Mig's over here. Another week.
Week another dollar.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so this coming week is going to be the TSLY payday week. So we're just going to
Whoop,
do a quick
whoop.
little touch base on how they're doing. Based on their trades, it looks like on the weekly they lost about 35 million, but on the synthetic they made almost 230 million dollars, guys. That's kind of nice.
Damn.
So that comes
Nice.
down to $1.55 per share of income. That is wild.
That's more than
Damn.
Misty there.
That's actually insane. Like that would be that would be so much because their stock is only at 804. So
That's it.
that's a
Damn.
big percentage.
Yeah,
Now, of course, we're not gonna get that, guys. Like I want everybody out there to know that if they paid that, they would drop the stock price so much that they would actually be hurting themselves.
yeah,
They'll probably do another reverse split.
Yeah, so naturally that's not going to happen. In terms of our estimates, we got a high of 80 cents, a low of, I guess the Ivy estimate would be the lowest at 41 cents. And then we've got 48 cents here. But we're gonna go with 80 cents. That's gonna be the estimate. I'll make that black so everybody can see. And then we'll talk about this a little bit, guys. Give me guys this feedback on that. What's your thoughts?
84 cents.
84 cents from Migs, all
84
right?
cents.
damn, 84 cents.
Go
Gee.
big or go home, guys. Come on.
I think 79.
79. Okay, okay. All right. So do you guys see we're all pretty similar? Like definitely let us know in the comments what you think they're gonna pay this week. In case you're watching this, we won't actually know until Wednesday of this week. So, everybody's guesstimate is welcome. What's up?
I said I'm pretty sure I'm gonna buy some now. So
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, yeah. It's actually a good price right now too. Like after that whole, you
yeah,
know,
Elon.
Elon Trump, they'll like the price drop. It's a good time to buy for sure.
Wait, what happened?
Mom and dad were fighting, bro. Mom and dad were fighting. It's okay. It's okay, guys. They're going to counseling. Everything's gonna be okay. I also wanted to show like this chart that we threw in here now. So we kind of aggregate everything by the day, and we can see how much money they've made or lost, pretty much throughout this time. And so as you can all see, most of the money really comes from those synthetic. Like every time that stock rallies, when Tesla goes up and has those huge swings to the upside, that synthetic really helps us make a big payment. I mean, even for this week, right? They actually lost money on the weeklies. Well, naturally, that's what's going to happen when the price of the underlying goes up. But yeah, and then this pie chart here, which as you can see right now, it's all red. Um, but this, whenever we do make money from both weeklies and synthetic, this will kind of give you a breakdown of what percentage was from where. So that's kind of the intention behind that pie chart.
I thought we're just
Nice.
going Japan or other.
Hey, you know what? Japan is killing it with Meta Planet, so I'd be
Oh
down.
yeah, get it.
So what's up, guys? What's the week been up to? Like, what kind of news do you guys have? Anything you want to share?
I just been dipping into just, listening to everything, but majority of my time is just waiting for my XRP to explode, and I've been waiting for the past 7 years, so I think it's any minute now. Yeah, but I think this month should be a deciding month, right? We have some important dates coming up here, I think around the June 16th-ish, something like that. So yeah, we're really hoping to see some, some approval for some ETFs on that. But other than that, just kind of keeping a kind of broad range of news as far as crypto and market and, the whole drama thing with Elon and Trump and also, tariff stuff. So
Nice.
I think for the most part, yeah, just I think the market kind of getting tired of it, you know what I mean? I assume a little bit kind of there's still reaction in my opinion that, with these big news, but for the most part when it dips, I notice every time like it's that retail jumping in and just buying up the dip. So it's like the next day we're kind of recovered already. So yeah, anytime I hear news like that, I mean, I just look at it as buying opportunity, I guess. But yeah, that's about it for me.
Yeah, that's pretty smart. Get buy on the dips.
Buy all the dips, man. You can't go wrong.
No.
Buy
I
on red.
mean, we do that everywhere, right, guys? Like when you see a sale on something you've been wanting to buy, like you don't just shy away. It's
No,
like,
no.
hey, this thing
Get
is on
it.
sale. I'm gonna go buy it right now. I've been
Get a
wanting it
loan, go
anyways.
buy.
Yeah, man. So I
Buy
think
now,
stocks are
pay
no
later.
different.
Buy now, pay later with that margin.
That's right. That's right. By the way, none of this is financial advice. We're just talking for entertainment purposes. So
For sure. For me, I'm just waiting for Metal Planet. Metal Planet keep going up.
yeah, man, that thing is a moneymaker for sure. Now that we got that Misty payout, I'm definitely gonna grab some of that and get more Meta Planet.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the same. Dip
Anybody
a
want
little bit
to share
more.
a little bit of what Meta Planet is for those that don't follow or never heard of that in their life? What that is, what we're talking about?
Hey, who wants to give that breakdown, Migs?
I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but like I know that is another like treasury company collecting Bitcoins pretty much.
Another MSTR,
Yeah,
uh,
Mister.
mini sailor, I guess.
Yeah, but the only thing is that it's based from Japan, so
And
they kind of have to. I don't know how to explain it. Never mind.
I mean, it's a great opportunity. Ultimately, it's another Bitcoin treasury company. And I think what makes this one really, really big and important is the fact that Japan is pretty yield starved in terms of the options they have. And so having MetaPlanet available to them is extremely like tax efficient for them because and please correct me if I'm wrong here, guys, but I think if they invest in Bitcoin over there, they have to pay like 50% tax. Um,
55%. 55.
55%. God, that's horrible. So,
Yup.
but then if they just buy MetaPlanet, I think it's like a 20% or something like that.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so naturally, like it's a far better like workaround. And when you've got like a whole country that governed by these laws, and then MetaPlanet ends up being their only option to dip into this Bitcoin craze. I think that's probably why we've seen these crazy rises in price, really. And we should take
Yeah.
advantage. We should take advantage and ride that wave with them.
Yeah, not only that, but like they're available in three different stock markets, like USA, Japan, and Germany. So basically,
Dang.
like two or 3 hours of the day, they're closed. The rest they're open.
Wow. No wonder
Yeah.
we see such huge swings. That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, keep them coming.
I actually didn't even know that, so that's super cool. So, you guys ready for this Tesla payment, or Tesla payment?
Been ready. Bring it
yeah,
on.
I have a small amount, but I think probably gonna add some before that payday. Okay,
Sweet,
maybe I'll
sweet.
open tomorrow, right?
Mm.
If it opens up and just keeps running, I may not. But if it opens up fairly a little bit red or something, I think I'm gonna add a little bit more.
Nice,
Or you
nice.
can just wait till like Thursday and then skip this payout and gain on the share
Yeah,
price.
yeah. I mean, that's always
I
a
think
debate.
that's what I'm gonna do.
That's what I
Yeah,
had planned on doing, guys, because I didn't have
Yeah.
Tesla. But then we had that nice dip, so I jumped in. But had that not happened, that's exactly what I was gonna do. I was gonna wait till Thursday, wait to see it drop, buy in, and just skip this initial payment. But hey, you know what? I guess fate had something else in store.
Yeah.
ideally, I think if it opens up just fairly neutral, we hop in and it runs up, right? So then it runs up, let's say 40, 50 cents or something. And then that way, after the
The drop on Thursday, it won't
yeah,
be that much.
you're a little bit insulated.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You have already gained some of that leverage, that little premium before.
that'd be
Uh,
pretty ideal.
yeah, I think that's how I see it, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, yeah, that would be the ideal like plan to like buy more so you can actually get the dividends on this payout. and then you're well positioned for the next one.
But I think it's gonna keep running. I mean, if there's no more bad news and we got the some big catalyst from that robo taxi event right this month. I think when was it like the 12th or something? It should be coming up, right?
12 or 16, right?
Something like that. So,
Somewhere on there.
but then again, I don't know. That's kind of the by the rumors have the news kind of thing, or I don't know.
True.
Right, right. We'll see how that plays out, but I mean, I can't see it being bad news, you know what I mean?
If they came out and Elon and they like said they've been running it for the past, I think they said that he said that it's already kind of low key testing already. But if they come out and say we already have like 100 cars out there that's ready to go on today, I think that's be super bullish. But if it came out and they're like testing, oh yeah, we got 5 cars or something, I think that's a little bit disappointing. I think they want to see a little bit more, but yeah, it's just all that matters is to see how that scale is going to come, right? Like, hey, this month we'll do our goal is 100 cars in Texas, and then by next month or next quarter we're going to be in California or something. I think that would be super bullish, and I think that's what's going to drive that price to maybe hopefully all-time high by the end of the year.
Yeah,
I
man,
can't remember
hopefully.
if it didn't they say like they were gonna start with like 20 robo taxis first and then scale from there.
Ron said a small number. I don't remember him saying that exact number, but yeah, maybe like I'm thinking like 50, under 100 for sure, I think. Right. But
Yeah.
yeah, I guess I don't know. I want to ride that thing. I go, if I wasn't doing anything, go out there and try it out, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
And
Yeah,
then build from there.
can't wait for that to be in California though.
I'm definitely gonna get one for sure.
There
And Tesla's gonna pay for it, bro.
you go. Yeah. So
Actually, dude, on that note, I think I had mentioned to you guys before that my sister wanted to buy a new car
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah.
because her car was having some problems, and she was going to take some money she had saved up and go get the car. And I told her to not do that, to instead come invest in Misty. And she's
And
now officially invested in Misty and Tesla.
damn,
And
that's
and
what's up.
that is going to give her more than enough to cover her monthly payment on her brand new car.
Wow.
So
Dang.
that is some real world application, guys. Like
That
anybody can
sure
do it.
is. Hell yeah.
So I was pretty excited for her. She literally sent me a picture today. She went to pick it up today.
Oh,
Um, yeah,
Oh.
so she's just been spamming my phone with the car pictures and her. She put a big old bow on it and stuff. I mean, I'm excited for her, but I'm even more excited that this shows her, right, like the value of investing and then buying what you want, like rather than
Hmm.
just buying a liability right away.
Yep.
right. Yeah, for sure. That's the right way.
So this weekend, I went to one of my uncle's parties. There was a graduation, and so he threw a party. And this is an uncle of mine that I've been kind of guiding to also get into these funds. And
Nice.
it was interesting because I get there and he's introducing me to everybody, and he's literally just like, "Hey guys, this is my financial advisor. Like this kid's gonna make you rich."
You're like, no,
And
no, no.
and I was like, "Yo, let's not let's not go that route, right?" But like I felt like the entire night I was just kind of telling everybody, and everybody had tons of questions. And by
Yeah.
the end of the night, people were already transferring money to their brokerages to buy some stock. And I was kind of
Dang.
happy. I was like, hey, you know what? We just started this podcast. You guys better come and support.
So that's why the outstanding shares is keeps increasing.
Right? I was like,
Now
damn,
I know.
these guys are whales too, bro. Like, what?
Damn.
Right. Yeah.
Makes
What are we? We're close to 5 billion. 5 billion,
yeah,
right?
I think it was a 4.5 last time, right?
Oh man, 4.5 billion fund. That's
Yeah.
insane. Oh, you know what?
And,
Actually, on that note, oh yeah, go ahead, Migs.
no, no.
I was gonna say on that note, I didn't even talk about the distributions tab. We added this new tab so we can kind of see what their last distribution was. So for Tesla, the last one was actually 76 cents. Price was a little bit higher though for the stock, I mean.
Mhm.
And as we see like all their distributions, that 80 cents or I would say the 10% is not really there. right? It's like we see
Hmm.
8%, 4, 6. So actually, if we get that 80-cent distribution, this will be the highest yield return that they've ever given.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
So
And
that's
that's
actually
only
super cool.
and
Mhm.
that's only on 169 million realized gains?
Well, actually, unfortunately, no, because
No.
I um I started capturing data for the spreadsheet May 1st, and so
Oh,
this actually got cut off. So we were not able to see the full cycle. But moving
cool.
forward, we will be able to get all the proper numbers there.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's a new tab, and that again also auto updates. So if I wanted to go see, I don't know how Coney's doing, which no, Platy would probably be the next one, right? The
Yeah,
week
could
after
be.
that. So if we did that, we can see how they're doing, and they're not doing too hot, guys. They better step it up. But we can also see their distributions and that updates. And so like last time we got their biggest distribution to date. That was a really nice one. I know you all remember it because we were all in it. Um,
100%.
but that was a pretty sweet distribution. But yeah, I don't know. This next one's going to be pretty low because they're not doing too hot. But they've got another 2 weeks to make it up. That's usually plenty of time.
I think that's kind of a trend there. You get a really nice month, and then the next one don't expect it to be the same because it's kind of random
Yeah,
from Misty, right? We went from
absolutely. And
amazing.
and
Yeah.
the thing is, like again, right? It's pretty consistent that we're gonna see anytime the synthetic goes crazy,
The weekly
that's when
doesn't.
that's when we see a really big jump in the payout. When we're only getting paid out by the weeklies, normally it's a more standard payout, at least
Mm.
from what we've seen historically.
Mhm.
Um, so I mean, I guess that's not bad, right? It means we're always gonna get paid, but we're only going to get paid those big lumps of cash whenever
When
the
the synthetic.
synthetic like is really giving the money.
Aesthetic really plays a big part in it.
Yeah, yeah. So how about that Elon Trump argument? You guys think that was real? You guys think that was planned? What's you
Plan.
guys' take?
I think it was planned.
Yeah, what do you think they were trying to achieve?
Trying to release the Epstein files.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah,
from what I remember, I've been reading, they said that the Democrats didn't want them released before, and now that they think that Trump is in them, that they're like, yeah, release them.
no snap. Okay,
Might
so a
be,
little reverse psychology. You think so?
could be.
Okay, okay.
It's just so big that it's so hard to not think there's some kind of, conspiracy theory on why, they just went off like that. It's, two of the biggest guys on this planet, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, a public fight is just, I don't know. They may have not been planned, but something was, gotta be
I mean,
eight.
it's been what, like 6 months now that they kind of been together. So like, you think that all this that
Yeah, it was just less than
yeah,
like what, a week ago, you seen Elon in Oval Office. He was getting that golden key or something from
yeah, I
Trump.
saw
Right,
that
right.
too.
Only give it to a very special person or whatever. He did all that, and next thing you know, how, shit just goes south that quick, right? I don't know. And for Elon, like even like, you know, even if you hate the guy, even the guy did something to you for you to blow up like that, it was just it didn't balance right for me. It's a little sus for me.
It was a little
Yeah.
sus. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I mean I think that's an interesting point of view as well. I'd love to hear what people think about that. Like, I don't know, if people can comment, whether they're on Elon's side or Trump's side, I'd love to hear everybody's opinions. I can tell you that I don't know. I'm torn, man. Like, I think a part of me thinks that Elon really did get frustrated. All right, because I guess if you think about what he's been doing is he's been trying to help everybody, and like all Americans, trying to help Americans by decreasing inefficiencies in the government. And the only thing he's got in return has been pain, right? I mean, Tesla stock dropped, the Tesla dealerships, so to speak, were attacked. The guy was just constantly on a losing streak because he was being attacked publicly so bad, and he's just trying to do good. And now like he gets they take away the EV credit and then they increase the debt ceiling. Like I feel like dude's autism kicked in and he was just like couldn't take it and like had to burst out. I'm not hating by the way. I actually love Elon. I think the dude is brilliant. But I feel like he had enough. Like think about it this way, right? What if you were like a school teacher, right? And you just went to some third world country or whatever, and you're a school teacher and you're teaching these elementary kids and you're just trying to teach them math and they're like, dude, you're a witch. Like, what is this like sorcery shit you're trying to put on the board? Like, I'm I'm not having none of that. You're a witch. Like, we're gonna kill you. Like, you're evil. Like, do you still want to help those kids? Like, how long will you
Yeah.
take it before you're like, you know what? Screw you then. I was just trying to help. I'm out.
That that same day, that same day.
So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. I definitely think it was kind of sus. I think the timing was a little sus for me, but we'll see what happens. Like I feel like the timing was appropriate for a nice little dip before we take
Before
off.
the
Like
robo taxi.
yeah, like I think as you said, right, this we're kind of positioned to really like blow up, at least get a nice little like run for a while. And to have that happen, I think created a situation where things went on sale, buying opportunity.
Yep.
I feel like for Elon, he had to like just know how deeply embedded like his companies are with the government to be
Hmm.
able to just blow up. Like that had to just came across your mind like, hey, well, before I say this,
I don't
like
think so.
all of my countries, I mean, all of my companies are like, billions and billions of dollars relying on, government incentives. So it's just like, I'm just gonna blow that up just for, a quick 3 second uh, tweet or something, right? It's just, I don't know. But yeah, maybe it is. Maybe she's just had enough, or maybe it's just, a little bit
Maybe a
of
little bit above.
both, just so we all can buy the dip or something. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Now, fundamentally, what side would you guys land on if you have a side, like the Elon side or the Trump side?
Neither. To be honest, it's like both. Like they both have their like good and bad about everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I guess for me, I haven't really thought about it. I guess I'm just neutral on it. I don't really have a side regards to
Yep.
that. Yeah, I don't know.
Gotcha.
They're both grown men. They both, looks like they both got into bed together, and all of a sudden, someone farted in the middle of the night, and someone,
Was not ready.
yeah, he wasn't ready for
He was like, "Yo, my mouth was open."
Pixie
Oh,
does.
yeah, yeah. Very interesting.
Nice.
What's next? So Tesla is group. Which group is it
Group
again?
A.
Wait,
B. Oh yeah.
yeah, I get confused too sometimes.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
got it over here, so it just defaults to whatever it is. So they're Group A.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so I think I have to get in on some a little bit more than where I am at. But I was continuously buying like a little bit, like 100 shares, 50 shares as it was as Tesla was crashing down. I was like, oh, this ain't gonna go any lower than 10%. Oh,
Oh, he did. Oh, he did.
with 12%, I'm like, oh, this has to be it. I bought it. And then I was like, oh shit, 14? This is it. I bought it again. Went all the way down to 16. And then at 16, I'm like, no, I'm not buying it. And of course, when I stopped buying it,
That was the bottom.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually did a very similar thing. I did not buy the bottom. I probably bought midway. Yeah,
yeah, I love to catch that falling knife, man.
it's all bad, but it's okay. We'll get it back.
Good
Yeah.
thing I didn't have capital, or I would have done the same.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about, man. Buy now, pay later.
It's that fun, that FOMO.
Yeah. It's real, guys. It's real. Oh, actually, update on that. So now I actually hold all four funds. So I'll be getting paid weekly. just like Migs, finally
Hell
joining that
yeah.
club.
Boop. Come on, Chan. You're next.
The only thing I'm missing is
Cody.
yeah, Coney. Coney is probably the only fund I'm not in it yet, but I only have the three of the Misty, the TSLY, and the Plady.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm still I don't know.
look,
I'm
they're
still
actually doing pretty good, by the way. Their
which one?
weeklies are really producing.
Nice.
They'll be ready, and they've got plenty of time.
Yeah,
So that's looking like it's gonna be a pretty good one. We'll see.
yeah, I think that's the only one. So yeah, I think yeah, I'm really hoping for, I was kind of waiting for SCR to go on a run so I can get some funds out of that. So once it does, close out some of those positions to be able to feed into Coney. That's kind of my plan.
Sweet,
Feel like
sweet.
it's waiting for the end of the month to eventually start going up, break out after finishing with like, because like once Bitcoin finishes above 97K, they might be able to be
Mhm.
included into the S&P 500. They're probably
They
waiting
would,
for that.
so at the end of the month, it's not they would be included right away, right? It's just
No,
if
not
they
right away, but
if they
but
reach the end of the month,
they qualify for it.
they qualify. So and then after that, it's still not guaranteed. So I think it'll be like
Maybe
that by
third
the
quarter.
Yeah,
yeah.
but people are gonna be like
Yeah,
jumping
people will
in,
probably
like
start
waiting
buying
for
it, right?
that.
Right? And just anticipating, yeah, buy the rumor,
Yep.
sell the kind of thing, probably. So yeah. But it's definitely held up. I've been, watching it. Everyone's saying that like it's potentially up to what I think 1900 or something by the end of the year.
Yep.
The high for
Yep.
MSTY or 1800 or something like that.
Yeah, I
1600.
keep hearing some pretty high numbers.
So
Yeah,
I
some depending on Bitcoin.
right. So I'm like, geez, should I keep holding?
Hey, as long as that means Misty goes to like $40, I'm down with that.
What do you guys
Yeah.
think? So if let's just say hypothetically MSCI goes up to I won't even go to 1200. What do we think MSCI will be at price point at 1200?
I'd probably say 40s.
40?
Yeah, because 1200 would be more than a doubling for MSTR, and we know that Misty lags behind a little bit, and so I would just double Misty, so about 40.
Uh, I think
I'd
1200.
probably say like I think like 35s because every month they're gonna be doing distributions, so it'll lower every month like by a little bit, and then it'll recuperate.
And then around 35 to 40, what's that payout? Do you guys think?
I mean,
Like
it's
th
always like 6 to 8. I mean, 6 to 10%. So
so
Okay.
like $3,
Three
three
to
three
four
to four
bucks.
bucks.
Gee, man, you gotta imagine $4.
oof, oof,
Whoa.
life changing. I mean, I
Yep.
feel like we're already in life changing spots. Like, this is crazy.
Pretty
I was
much.
I was looking at my dividends and I couldn't believe how much money I made in May. Like I was like, what?
Same here.
Yeah.
Total them all up, and I was like, dang, that's more than I make.
Yeah, absolutely. I was really blown away by that. And I can't imagine now that I have all the positions I want to have. Like this is gonna be crazy.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, we just kind of sit back, let it ride. Let it
Yeah,
ride.
we did
But
our part, right? So now we just do this.
Yep. Yep.
a lot.
All right, gentlemen. Well, I think we gave our update. We'll see how our estimate does. Yep. All right, everybody. So make sure you catch our weekly podcasts. We usually record our podcast on Sundays, so you'll get it Sunday night, maybe Monday morning. Subscribe if you want to hear more. We're going to give these updates. Always going to give you whatever's paying the following week, so that way you're prepared. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.